to Mandara Mountains, there existed a small village called Mjiwa. The villagers lived in harmony. They lived together with the flows of nature and tradition. Among the most respected families was that of Chief Ngozi, who was known for his wisdom and fairness. Chief Ngozi had two wives, Amina and Zara. Amina, the first wife, was beloved by all for her kindness and gentle spirit. Zara, the second wife, was different. Though beautiful, she harbored a heart of stone and envious, for she desired the affection and respect Amina received. The two wives lived in separate huts, each managing her household and caring for her children. Amina's hut was always filled with laughter, while Zara's hut was a place of tension and fear. Her children were often anxious and cautious of their mother's unpredictable temper. Amina was always treating Zara with kindness. She would share her food, help her with chores. But Zara was untouched by Amina's goodwill. One day, Zara devised a wicked plan. She knew Ngozi loved Amina cooking, especially her signature dish, jollof rice. Zara decided to sabotage it. She waited for the perfect moment when Amina stepped out of the kitchen to gather some leaf from the garden. Zara slipped a handful of bitter leaf inside the pot, ensuring the dish would be ruined. That evening, the family gathered for dinner. Chief Ngozi took a bite of the jollof rice and immediately spat it out. Amina, what happened to the jollof rice? Chief Ngozi asked. Amina was confused. She tasted the dish and was shocked. I don't understand, Chief. I made it the same way I always do, she said. Zara pretended to be innocent, shaking her head. Perhaps it was a mistake. Anyone can make a mistake, right? My co-wife, she said. Chief Ngozi was forced to eat from Zara's dish even though it was Amina's turn to cook for the husband. Zara went to bed with fulfillment and happiness because she succeeded in her wicked act. Days passed. Zara planned another wicked plan. She could no longer bear to see Amina's happiness. She decided to accuse Amina of witchcraft. Witchcraft was a grave and dangerous charge in the village. Zara knew that if her plot succeeded, Amina would be cast out or worse. Zara waited until the night was at its darkest. She gathered some strange herbs and a few dead insects, placing them in a small woven pouch. Silently, she went to Amina's hut and hid the pouch under Amina's sleeping mat. The next morning, Zara went to the village square very early, where the elders gather and the villagers for their daily meetings. Great Chief Ngozi, wise elders and their villagers, she began. I have discovered something terrible. I believe that Amina is practicing witchcraft, Zara said. The villagers were in shock. Accusation of witchcraft was taken very seriously. Amina, who had just arrived the square for the meeting, looked confused. Chief Ngozi, looking very anxious, asked Zara to present her evidence. Zara led the villagers to Amina's hut and pointed at the hidden pouch. There, under her mat, she said. Amina was so confused and scared. She pulled out the pouch and opened it. The strange herbs and dead insects spilled out. The villagers were full of fear and shocked. I have never seen this before, Amina protested, with tears from her eyes. I am innocent. Chief Ngozi, though deeply troubled, knew she had to follow the villagers' law. She ordered Amina to be locked up until the matter could be investigated thoroughly. That night, Amina prayed fervently to the ancestors and the spirit of the land, pleading for justice and truth to prevail. Meanwhile, Zara celebrated in her heart. She was convinced she had finally got rid of Amina, her co-wife. But the ancestors and spirits were not blind to her deceit. That very night, something happened. A wise old woman named Mama Chibuzo visited the village. Mama Chibuzo is known far and wide for her deep connection with the spirit world. She had been guided to Njiwa by a vision. Mama Chibuzo requested to speak with Chief Ngozi. Great Chief, I have been sent by the spirit to seek justice. Allow me to perform a ritual to uncover the truth, Mama Chibuzo said. Chief Ngozi, desperate for clarity, agreed. In the village square, under the watchful eyes of the ancestor symbol, Mama Chibuzo began a ritual. She chanted ancient incantation calling upon the spirit of truth and justice. The air grew thick with tension as the villagers watched in silence. Suddenly, a strong wind blew around the square, lifting Zara off her feet. She cried out in fear as she was thrown to the ground, her body trembling. The spirit spoke through Mama Chibuzo, revealing Zara's deceit and her wicked plot against Amina. The villagers were in shock and anger. Chief Ngozi's heart was heavy with sorrow. He stood up. Zara, you have brought shame upon this family and the village. With your lies and wickedness, you will be banished from Njiwa, never to return, Chief Ngozi spoke angrily. Zara wept and began to beg for mercy, but the villagers turned their backs on her. Disgusted by her wicked heart, she was sent away from the village of Njiwa. Amina was freed, and all the villagers rejoiced, grateful for the return of their beloved Amina. Chief Ngozi, humbled by the experience, embraced Amina and promised to ensure fairness and justice in all his dealings. From that day on, Njiwa thrived once more, a place of harmony and peace. The story of the co-wicked wife and the wise old woman reminds everyone in the village that envy and deceit lead to ruin, while kindness and truth bring everlasting peace.